immediately they think of the stereotypes of like, oh, when I say pigeon, they immediately think of a dirt-covered animal that eats French fries in the sewers.
Like most recently, I had 12 in my apartment. It's a small apartment.
I was really excited because I had never done anything like this. I have a dog, but I've never owned like birds or anything, so it's really cool. And I didn't know that pigeons could be fostered.
They have been bred and used as if they're disposable, and if they're lucky enough to get saved, they deserve homes.
My name is Elizabeth Young, and I'm an accidental pigeon rescuer. I started Palomacy Pigeon and Dove Adoption. They needed help, and all of the other animals in the rescue had help. The rabbits, the rats, the neonatal kittens, the dogs.
Quotes, I don't remember who it was by, but they said, quote, rats with wings. But most of the stereotypes are not true.
Finger out of my face. People say my pigeon bites me, what should I do? It's like, take your finger out of his face.
And I take him to the park sometimes and things like that, and people come up and go, "Can I pet your pigeon?" And they're like, "Can I pet your pigeon?" And he starts pecking them, and they go, "Oh my God, he's mean."
So those birds were coming into the shelter, and they were terrified. They had been treated, they were just poultry. They had never been a pet. They had never been treated kindly. They were scared. They were sick. It was hard to imagine what one could do to help them. I was volunteering at the San Francisco Animal Shelter, and they were getting in these domestic pigeons that were unreleasable, and nobody knew about them. I was surprised. I didn't know about them, and I know a lot about animals, you know, lots of different dog rescues and cat rescues, but nobody was helping these domestic pigeons and doves. And they're unreleasable. These aren't wild birds that can go free. They need homes and care. And so I was inspired by all the other rescues, and I really didn't want to do it. It was like, it's scary to start a rescue and open your heart up to so much.
Well, first, they're not dirty. They try to keep themselves as clean as possible, and it's nice. You think of them as the sewer swimmers, and that's not necessarily them. They try to stay as clean as possible, and when they're with their wife, they mate for life, except for some pigeons who get a divorce.
And we're so lucky. It just so happens that they make amazing companions. They're really fun. If you have them in your home, they're so chill. They're not.
That's what I always tell people. They're so, it's like a cat or something, except even less demanding.
Yeah, except they don't scratch your furniture.
Yeah.
they're super smart, and they're emotional.
Like my ride or die. He's my little buddy all the time. I'm so happy that whatever the universe conspired to bring him into my life was worth it. They are so fun to have around. I even put out like a bath for them in a small, they love baths, in a small like cat litter box with just a towel around it, like just of water. And they come and do like a little pool party. It's not too bad. So just like so wonderful to have around that it outshines any of the, you know, troubles really. And they, I don't know, they bring so much joy to my day. And especially this guy.
And yoga, you're getting a good demonstration.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite. Good job.
Nice stretches.
Always a star.
People, there's so much misinformation. People think, oh, you'll get sick from pigeons. That's actually the opposite of the truth. You are way, way, way more likely to get sick from dogs or cats or even your own family than you are from pigeons. Pigeons get sick, they do get diseases, but they are not at all good at conveying those diseases to humans. So they're totally harmless. They can't bite you, they can't hurt you. They're granivores. They like to eat seeds. They're prey animals. They're the bottom of the food chain. The other thing people should know about pigeons is how smart and emotional they are. Pigeons love deeply. They mate
and stay mated for life. We call it married because it's such a devoted relationship. Like amazing pets. So we,
They're the best.
Palomacy, we never want to make a wild bird captive.
So to foster pigeons, you're gonna need a coop or an aviary. Ours is outside downstairs. I think you can also have them inside. I'm pretty sure. You're also gonna need food and water bowls. I'm pretty sure you usually get pigeons two at a time because a lot of them are married. I don't know if you have to though. So
Our first pigeons we had were Bailey and Hamish. They were really nice, but we were like, me and Ben were nervous that they were gonna die. Is that what's gonna happen to them?
sized tub, fill it with water that's clean, obviously. Inside of their coop, they should have a box or a little place for them to build a nest. They like to have sticks and stuff. We have something that's hanging so that they can climb on that, and then a side plank that they can also go on if they want to fly. But I think they like their house. They're pretty entertained when we put in new toys, so that's fun. So 2 food, 2 water bowls, and those can really be in any form. We have some that we put on the side, and they can like dig their heads in. It's kind of cute. And their water bowls are just on the ground, so it's easy for them to reach.
Located in the San Francisco Bay Area, and we have volunteers who are incredibly generous with their time. In fact, our whole organization, like right now, we're caring for 200 pigeons and doves in foster care. Like here at Nomad, you have 2 of those 200. Those birds are all cared for by volunteers, and whether it's in your home or a backyard aviary or a community aviary that people go to, you know, and do a shift once a week. Another thing that's really important is donations, money. We are a public charity. We are not funded by any company or any government agency, and we don't turn birds away for being hurt or sick. Some rescues will triage out the sick and injured because it makes more sense to just focus on the well animals, and that's more efficient. We chose a different way. We actually, if the bird is sick or injured, they're more likely, they'll be put to the top of our waiting list. A bird who has been injured or is sick or suffering from metal poisoning, heavy metal poisoning, something like that, to get them hospitalized and treated and recovered. So yeah, money, volunteering, and adopting, that's really important.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
Yay.
I'm beautiful, baby. Did your granny say, listen to your heart, be who you are on the inside? I need 3 words to tear her argument apart. Your granny lied. I'd rather be shiny, like a treasure from a sunken pirate wreck. Scrub the deck and make it look shiny. I will sparkle like a wealthy woman's neck. Just a sec, don't you know? Fish are dumb, dumb, dumb. They chase anything that glitters. Beginners. Oh, and here they come, come, come to the brightest thing that glitters. Fish dinners. I just love free food. And you look like seafood.